Sexy J, salute. Salute, salute. Yes, come up in the building for this one. We got a. I hope that's how you make the right noise. But we got one in the trap, people. We got somebody chasing that cheese. Disloyal mother. Disloyal. We gonna talk about them. Damn, we gonna talk about them, Sexy J. We got some disloyal people who will try to piss on you and tell you it's raining. NoBueno.com. NoBueno.com. We're going to try to get this in before the rain come down. It's going to be a good one. Asia, salute. Salute, salute. Oh, my God. Say it ain't so, Powder. These fake stand-up niggas. Say it ain't so. Tavon Miller, salute. Say it ain't so. But these fake stand-up niggas that want to slander a real stand-up nigga. Say it ain't so, Powder. Say it ain't so. Stutter B? Say it ain't so. You brought this on yourself. Say it ain't so. Come in the building. Where we at? 210? Yeah, come in the building, man. Come in the building for this one, man. So y'all see why I go hard for my guys. You dig? That part. Oh, we gotta have fun with this guy today. You rat bastard. We gotta have fun with you today, boy. And you know what's wicked about this? I'm gonna play the audio. My man was saying this 2 years ago. He was trying to debunk it. Remember, he ain't had no. We gonna get to it though. Come in the building. Go tell a friend to tell a friend to come in this building. Mr. Shoot right back. Got some words. These dudes be having the audacity to try to slander real dudes. But I get it though. Oh, I get it. I get it. You do anything for clout. Anything for clout. To that barrel in your mouth, nigga. You bozo. You top of the, yo. Let's get, yo, come in the building. Share, like, subscribe. And I don't need nobody to talk back to me either, huh? James A. Salute, Rich King, you already, man. Send mines. Dude, we got a good one today, man. Because, you know, a dude tried to debunk what I was saying. And all along, voila. Look what we have here. Paperwork. Cola salute, sis. Paperwork on this right bastard. My man told you to put up paperwork 2 years ago that you touched him. You ain't put no paperwork up yet, nigga. Got that paperwork on you, though. Miss Lady. Miss Lady. Got some nerve, man. It's dudes like you that make all I look bad. We gonna get to it. Nigga give you a hood and you couldn't hold it down for 15 days. Shame on you, Stutter B. This what you wanted? This what you gonna get. Yeah. You remember me, right? You remember me, right? Huh? and you looking bad. You looking like you need help with something. You better go tell them niggas you throwing it up with that you need something for something. Because you looking bad on these streets. Yeah, we're going to get to that. Come in the building, though. Huh? Come in the building. Come in the building. These fake old, no G-ass, having-ass dudes get up here and want to cap and slander a real nigga. Stop it, Five. And I'm in the ghost. Come in the building, people. So I want to get hyped for a reason. I want to get hyped for a reason. Lady J, salute. Appreciate the pull-up. I want to get hyped for a reason, people. This dude done bumped his head. Tavon Miller, salute. He done bumped his head. Completely. Top op, salute. But check this one out, though, right? You got niggas with their mic all in niggas' mouth. Sonia, a.k.a. Sonny Blanco. Did you remember you had that nigga mic all in your mouth? Huh? But it don't, you know, it. These dudes is out of linea. Out of linea. These dudes is out of linea. Out of linea. Let these numbers keep going up. Hit that like button. Share the live. Subscribe if you haven't. This could be a dope one. This could be one of those people. Because I'm still waiting for a lot of answers. Now, he never answered. Oh, wait a minute. You ain't got to. Remember? You said, yo, ask Mikey B. Oh, I did a whole lot of asking Mikey B. Yeah. Yeah. And I got the paperwork. I got the paperwork. Stutter B. I got the paperwork. I thought you said you ain't right. Is this the same nigga who talking about they shot somebody because they ratted? Nigga, your word ain't even countable no more. Finito that. Finito that. A nigga give you a whole situation and you can't hold that shit down for a month, and you got nerve to come up here and, man, go find yourself, little boy. Yes, sir. Get those rat emojis in the chat. Let me get some rat emojis in the chat. Sponsoring by Stutter B, the biggest rat. You got some nerve, man. Got some nerve. Come in the building. Get them likes. Yeah, get them lights up. Come up in this building. Please. Come up in this building. Please. 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 Come up in the building. Please. Come in the building, please. These dudes is out of linea. They out of linea. These dudes is out of linea, man. So I know what it is, though. It's about to get real dark and hot out this biatch. That's a fact. This nigga got me in my bag.
Damn, son. Tell him why you mad, son. Tell him why you mad, son. Tell him why you mad. Damn, son. Tell him why you mad.
Toronto beats.
Let's get ready to rumble! Let's get ready to rumble! Let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah, we gotta get to this. We gotta get to this. Ahmad, man, what up, man? Hey, here you go. Here you go. I ain't see you in a minute, man. You come in with that. Ahmad, salute to Ahmad. Amir, however you want to pronounce it. Grown man thoughts, salute my guys. Appreciate the pull up. Yo, Amir, appreciate the pull up, man. That's a fact. Appreciate you for being the biggest fan, man. You know, I don't know what you thought that was gonna do. You did? But listen, I gotta jump right into it.
It's crazy out here, man. I feel crazy. You know, all over the world. Dude said he with me in Elmira, and he seen me clap, whatever. One thing is this, right? I had the building in Elmira, 0506. I shine, Esco, Trent, hit him there, shooting out of Elmira. You know the L is. I don't know this dude. Now, wait, let me ask you this. Who are we talking about? Because we want to make sure.
Now that's Zip. So we just gonna rewind a little bit before we, spin into the, you already know. You did. So whole situation really started from Zip. Zip, shout out to Zip with the drip. He exposed his bozo back then. We just ain't pay attention. Along with my Gaza. Y'all know who that be. If you don't know, you won't know. You did? So Zip put us on. But he act like he ain't on. Oh, we gonna learn a lot about Mr. Mr. Stutter B. Mr. to his family house to get him locked up. Yeah. Mr. Get him locked up. That's Mr. I'ma send you to the house so you could go lock him up, ass nigga. We gonna talk about it though. We gonna talk about it because he talk slithery. Real slithery. Like he did something.
Welcome, my brother. We just want to get all the way into it, man. Who we speaking about, bro? Okay, Zip, dude send me a link.
Getting an LLC for your business doesn't have to look like this. Just Google LLC Taylor Brands. It's totally easy. You pick it.
Saying that Zip said, oh my God, another one.
Salute to the 050 the movement, the homeboy China Brent, homeboy Harlem Legend, homeboy Platinum Shine, aka the Machine. Y'all already know. Without those dudes, won't be no 050 bucks. aka Mr. Shoot Right Back. aka I said aka Big Bucks, nigga. No hundos.
As y'all come in, salute to y'all. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe to the channel. You know I'm China Brim, and this is 050 the movement. It's crazy out here, man. I feel like 050, man, we done stood up for some of the best. How can I say it? OGs from New York. All over the world. We done stood up for some that came on 050 platform. And it's sad to see that this guy that we stood up named Stutter Diamonds. And it hurt when we go hard for somebody and then come to find out. No, Joe, my thing is this, right? If a nigga told you and I that I ratted, you was supposed to approach me and clap me. When I hear a nigga rat, like 10K, I shot him, took his chain, and walked in the building. Mikey B was there.
All right, let me just stop that. He ain't produced a ticket yet. Let's just get to that. He ain't produced a ticket yet. Anyway.
Remo, H.R., and the Hat Boy Digger.
That nigga did bad with extra Greek sauce. Extra.
But I already knew he was not real when he made that statement, and whatever they were pushing on him.
By the way, that's the dude he referred for us to go ask to validate his movie. Shout out to the big bro Mikey B. Keep working. Let the haters hate. You keep doing what you do. Facts.
Even though they didn't produce the paper to me, that it was in fact a fact that he told that Stutter Diamonds told on somebody. What?
There you go. That's his comrade, Mikey B. But I got another thing, right? You know, they hit on more, man, while I salute Mikey B, right? Because I was somewhat a victim like that on these YouTube streets. You understand? When you sit there, right, and you let somebody go with an unchallenged lie, they try to make it their truth. Until it backfires. Wowzers. Wowzers. What else? You can't even believe nothing else that come out that nigga mouth. I ain't see no ticket. You talking about what you did to you know who? I ain't see no ticket. But let man.
Mikey? No, you bad, Mikey. No, you bad, Mikey now. You bad. Mikey B, if you ain't subscribed, please go subscribe to Mikey B. Salute the We Locked In, Mikey B platform. Mikey B exposed Stutter Diamonds. I'm talking about vibrant. If you don't know who Stutter Diamonds is, you out the loop. Right. After I hit 10 kids, I'm taking one to the box. Allegedly, I was at total on 10 kids over the city click. Now again, you got the poor your homo right there. These dudes know what happened. Then I said, niggas is thirsty for position. They use that so-called paperwork on 10 kids. They said, oh, I'm a big ass nigga. I've been telling niggas all my life. Why the fuck I tell on a CO or some stuff like that?
Joe, drop the ball. Hold on, wait a minute, man. Wait a minute, man. Y'all playing with my intelligence. Did the nigga just say, why would he tell on a CO? I got one better. Watch this. Watch this. I'm going to do this with no eyes either, people. With only 4. I'm only going to do this with 4. Now, that man just said, why would he tell on a CO? Hold on. You know, I ain't the best at this, people, so bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Just bear with me, people. Hold up. All right. This is that. All right. I don't even care what name is what name. Well, we got Barnes versus Bird. Or Burgos, however. Okay? I'll let y'all that went into school see for yourself. All right? We do know one of them is Stutter B. United States District Court, ED, New York, October 17th, 2008. 03-CV-1475. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. The district judge, Nicholas Garofrutis or something like that. Again, let me get ahead and, what's your name is for y'all. You understand? Because I went around the school. I ain't go any people. That's the judge name. You understand? I ain't no dumb nigga now. Don't get that twisted. You did? So now, right? Remember, why would I tell on a CO? It's what Stutter Diamond said, right? Check it out. Petitioner Aralo Bones brings this application for right of habeas corpus pursuant to 28 USC dot 2254. The petitioner challenges his conviction rendered in 2000 in Supreme Court, Queens County, for 2 counts of murder in the 2nd degree, 2 counts of robbery in the 1st degree. For the reasons set forth below, his petition is denied. Now we're going to background. This case arises out of shooting incident that occurred on November 7th, 1996, in which Brian Boyd, which I'm thinking that's Stutter B, the rat, was, no, that's not him. Let me continue on. In which Brian Boyd was robbed and murdered on the corner of 147th Street and Rockaway Boulevard in Jamaica, Queens. Hamir Kreider, or Ryder in the case silent, a witness at trial, testified that around 10:30 on the morning of that day, she was in a store near the corner of 148th Street and Rockaway Boulevard when she heard gunshots. I guess the trial TR at 39, 96, 97, those are the minutes, I guess. Then it says, as she left the store and began crossing Rockaway Boulevard, she saw 2 men running at her, one of whom was holding a gun. ID at 398.99. At trial, Kreider or Ryder identified petitioner as the man who was holding the gun, which she described as a long silver gun. Kreider or Ryder also testified. This is the rat, Stutter B, right? At trial, Kreider or Ryder testified, right? Identified petition as the man who was holding the gun, which is described as the long silver gun. Kreider or Ryder also testified that on the day of the shooting, she identified petitioner from 2 photographs of 2 different people that the police showed her, and that she later identified petitioner in a lineup held on January 24th, 1997. Wowzers. Detective Edward Hendrickson, right, testified at trial that the petitioner gave a statement after he was taken into custody. Where all y'all Sonyas at, man? That had niggas mic in y'all mouth, man. Hit a nigga on the back line and y'all wanted to break the story. Y'all wanted me to come to you to break the story. You understand? What happened? You had that nigga Mike so far in I can't even say I'm tongue twisted. I know what I'm talking about. Your esophagus, nigga. But yeah, this man said, why would I tell on a CO? So we got declared. He wrote a statement, right? The detective Edward Hinder Dixon. That's what he said. Okay? So now he said, the detective Hinder Dickerson testified at trial that petitioner gave a statement after he was taken into custody, which the detective transcript in the prosecution introduced into evidence at the trial. Petitioner stated in a statement that on November 7th, 1996, he was with his cousin, Danny Barnes, aka Fort. Let's just go back a little more now. Didn't that nigga say, why would he tell on a CO? I heard that out of his own mouth. Why would he tell on a CO? But you ratting bastard, you tell on your buzzing. It gets more, it gets more. Yo, people. Lad, man. So, the petitioner stated in a statement that on November 7th, 1996, he was with his cousin Danny Barnes, aka Fort, when they heard that a kid named Killer, who had earlier robbed Fort, had been spotted. Fort went to get 2 guns, one which he kept and one which he gave to Barnes. After a brief and explicit field argument, Fort shot Killer. The bullet passed through Killer and hit Petitioner in his right chest. Petitioner told Detective Hendrickson or Hendrickson. Let's just say that Hendrickson, that Fort still had the gun that he used as well as 2 other guns. The prosecution introduced into evidence 2 photographs of Petitioner, which Detective Hendrickson took, which showed a welt or bruise to his right chest. Detective Hendrickson also testified that the same night that he questioned Petitioner, he drove up to Binghamton, where Petitioner said his cousin lived. The petitioner is the rat bastard, Stutter B. You sent the nigga to Binghamton to make an arrest. And you gangster? You did what to who? Hey, yo, Stutter B, you got some nerve to even put my man's name in the same breath that you breathe. Miss Lady. You talk to We're going to get back to that, people. We're going to get back to that. Yeah, we're going to get back to that. We going to get back to that. That nigga troll on his buzzing. But listen to him right here with the slander. I ain't seen no poke holes in his body. Let's just say that, right? But 2, yeah. Okay, look, did you hear the video? Did you hear what he said? Hey, yo, what happened in Clinton? What happened with you in Clinton? Okay, look, if a nigga want to lie, and when this nigga start, guys, when this in Clinton, nigga? Yo, he never answered that. This was about 2 years ago. Yo, you slid it through all that time. This was like 2 years ago, people. We gonna get to some though, but just check him out.
My dude, I ain't seen no poke holes in his body. Let's just say that, right? For 2 years. Okay, look, you heard? Did you hear the video? Did you hear what he said? Hey, yo, what happened in Clinton? What happened with you in Clinton? Okay, look, if a nigga wanna lie, and when did niggas start gossiping? When they start saying a word, when did they start gossiping? Again, you got Gorilla L, me, Pop Lottie, Mel, Real Shine, everybody on that same ticket. Again, take it to old school, because they don't like you, or you fucking nigga bitch, he's a rat. And I mean, that's all you hear these days. And niggas gossiping. But if I ratted on 10 kids and fucking Clinton, why you with me for a whole year stronger? If I ratted on tough niggas, then why you with me? Ask the guy that. Hey yo, China, play with the I don't want to hear what he gotta say. China don't want to hear it. You want to hear?
Oh, he don't want to hear it. He don't want to hear what my guy gotta say. He don't want to hear it. But y'all know what? I got y'all. I got y'all. I got y'all. Yeah, I got y'all. That's a fact. I got you. I ain't even gonna let y'all get away without this. Especially now with my God name getting dragged, and then you got whole paperwork on your body. And my man said this then, but you ain't want to hear it though. You ain't want that info put out there. You ain't want that info put out there. Nah. Everything you did is not justifiable. Nothing you say out your mouth. You's a rat. You a family-oriented rat. Yo, your man is a family-oriented rat, man. This nigga sending police to his family house. Yo, you can't make this up.
Yizzo, people, y'all already know though, man. It's your boy 050 Bucks. I'm in the building. Some breaking news to you right now. I got the big bro on the line right now. He on the line to clear his name. You did what I mean. A lot of people smell my God name. I got my guy on the line right now. I ain't gotta say more. I'm gonna let him do the rest. You heard? Yo, we rocking. We live. Spit your spill, big bro. Yo, you heard? Yo. Alright, copy. You online right now. Copy. I got the big bro online right now. Y'all already know I gotta say less, let him say more. You dig? Alright. He didn't really let me clear up. My motherfucking name is Charlie. It's no one did. So let's go just take that. So my bro just hit me at me knowing what this fuck nigga just said. This nigga started being shot. I'm about to study the finish. I'm gonna put it in with a whole bunch of shit. When I tell y'all know what I do out at the paperwork, the fucking facts. Fuck all that old she say shit. That's the lying ass nigga study being.
want to know what happened to that. Because what I'm reading on this paperwork, what you did to your own family, yo, out of Lenya, people. Out of Lenya. These dudes is coming up on this social media chasing clout that they don't got. What happened in Clinton? Now that we know you're a rat and we got that out the way, what happened with Mac Murder? Now that we know you're a rat and we got that out the way, so what happened? Why you didn't want to answer that then? But you went around, slandered a good nigga, right? The nigga Mikey B went to war for you over knowing in his heart that you was a rotten bastard. Still went to war for you, right? I got even one better. Nigga left you a hood. You got that hood faded in 15 days. You said ask Mikey B, right? People, I could do this all day. I could do this all day, people. I was waiting for him to, I was waiting. Because you know, one thing about Landmine.
This is what a calisthenics body looks like. If you can't do 50 push-ups, then you need to do this 28.
Nigga, I did 27 joints keeping my mouth closed.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
So what happened? Then I said, niggas is searching for positions. They use that so-called paperwork or take it. Oh, I look at it, nigga. I've been killing niggas all my life. Why the fuck would I tell on a CO or something like that? Nigga, I just did 27 joints keeping my mouth closed. So why was
That's a lie. You talking about what? So you mean to tell me you would tell on your own family before a CO? Hey, yo, listen, man. Whoever around that dude, y'all better get far away. Y'all better get to running right now. Yeah. Y'all better get to running right now. Y'all better act like y'all heard B.O.B. bagging. Get up out of here. You're going home. And get far away from this dude. He been solid where? Where was you solid at? You ratted on your own family, but not right on a CO.
what they Trump wanted the position? Him and Remo. So again, they dropped in the missile. I got busy. Mikey been out there and pop. This was there. So I don't know why niggas changing their story, man. You out the loop. You might as well just hang your red flag around your neck and give it up. Study Diamonds is a known member of the Bloods. We put in a. I can't even. Allegedly. Is it fake paperwork? That person was on. Delete.
All right.
All up in that person. File 4. Petition challenges.
I'm going to let the man himself do a better job than I did. Listen to his man, Mikey B. He told us to go ask Mikey B, right? Bad Michael. Bad Michael. Stay away from the Versace's, Bad Michael.
Petitioner, Aurelio Barnes petitioner, brings his application for a writ of habeas corpus pursuant to 28 U.S.C. 2254. Petitioner challenges his conviction rendered in 2000 in Supreme Court, Queens County, for 2 counts of murder in the second degree and 2 counts of robbery in the first degree. For the reasons set forth below, his petition is denied. Let's go. Let's get to it. Background. This case arises out of a shooting incident that occurred on November 7th, 1996, in which Bryant, unless that person, RIP, that person was, I ain't even got to go into that. That person was, deleted. RIP to that person. Hannah Kreider, a witness at trial, testified that around 10:30 on the morning of that day, she was in a store near the corner of 148th Street and Rockaway Boulevard when she heard a gunshot. As she left the store and began crossing Rockaway Boulevard, she saw 2 men running at her, one of whom was holding a gun. At trial, Kreider identified petitioner Aurelio Barnes, a.k.a. Studded Diamonds, as the man who was holding a gun, which she described as a long silver gun. Kreider also testified that on the day of the shooting, she identified petitioner from 2 photographs of 2 different people that the police showed her, and that she later identified petitioner in a lineup held on January 24th, 1997. Detective Edward Hendrickson testified at trial that petitioner gave a statement after he was taken into custody. You know what that means. Petitioner gave a statement after he was brought into custody. Please download this and look at it for yourself. Please Google it and look it for yourself. Detective Edward Hendrickson testified at trial that petitioner gave a statement after he was taken into custody, which detective described and the prosecution introduced into evidence at the trial. Petitioner stated in his statement that on November 7th, 1996, he was with his cousin, Danny Barnes. You told on your cousin? You told on your cousin? Family just ain't family no more, I guess. You told on your cousin, huh? When they heard that a kid named Killer, who had earlier robbed Fort, had been spotted, Fort went to get 2 guns, one which he kept and one which he gave to Barnes. This is what Studded Diamonds told the police. After a brief and expletive-filled argument, Fort shot Killer, is what Studded Diamonds said. The bullet passed through Killer and hit Petitioner in his right chest. Petitioner told Detective Henderson that Fort still had the gun that he used, as well as 2 other guns. The prosecution introduced into evidence 2 photographs of Petitioner, which Detective Henderson took, which showed a welt or bruise to his right chest. Detective Henderson also testified that the same night that he questioned Petitioner, he drove him to Binghamton, where Petitioner said his cousin lived.
Oh my God!
So he told that his cousin lived in Binghamton. In Binghamton, Detective Henderson, with other police officers, arrested Petitioner's cousin and found in his apartment a silver gun and a gold-plated pendant. That's why I didn't holler at Stutter, because he said he made a statement.
Now, so you mean to tell me I ain't even gonna ask that. I'm gonna let you say it, because you told us to ask Mikey B. That's what we did. I don't think that's what you wanted Mikey B to say. Bad Mikey, my bad. I don't believe that's what you wanted him to say. Right?
I ain't seen no poke holes in his body. Let's just say that, right? But 2, yeah. Okay, look, did you hear the video? Did you hear what he said? Hey, yo, what happened with Clay? What happened with you and Clay? Okay, look, if a nigga wanna lie, and when did niggas start gossiping? When they start saying, oh, word, lying ass nigga Stutter B. He's a motherfucking rat. He know it, and the motherfucking all the real niggas know that nigga he ratted on me as well as 13 other official terrorists when he got the pop on the police. He was a fucking confidential informant for the fucking police. And I got all the documents on that. That nigga put on the wall. He's a cold fucking bozo. And he told on a homie Mag murder to beat the fucking police and cash Saki. Now, let's be facts, nigga. Let's be facts. You niggas is fuck niggas. So, I just wanted to just pull up real quick and stretch that. We gonna get the all the fucking paperwork and tell that nigga to show a ticket for him or any motherfucking touch me. Lying ass niggas. These niggas be lying. They believe these fake ass niggas never put their fucking work.
Now, one thing for sure, two things for certain. He ain't never produced that ticket. He ain't never produced that ticket. He ain't never produced that ticket, people. Uncle Ralph, salute. AP, salute. Black Afghanistan, salute. Blackout, salute. Top Op, you already salute. China Brim, you already. This is no bueno.com. This guy is a rat bastard. It didn't have the nerve to try to slander somebody. He said, go ask. Go ask Mikey B. Go ask Mikey B. He'll tell you, go ask Mikey B. Go ask him. Mikey B witness. Nigga, you ain't even put that work in on my man. You never did nothing. Y'all dudes make the culture look bad, yo. You make the culture look bad. Like, that's a whole fact. You make the culture look bad. You make it look real terrible. And then you want props. Right? Then you want props for shit you ain't even doing. Hold on. He said ask Mikey B, right? We just asked Mikey B.
Fort shot killer is what Stutter Diamond said. The bullet passed through killer and hit Patricia.
That's what Stutter Diamond said to the police officer. Yeah! The nigga talking to police. In my man China Brim voice. This cocksucker said, why would I tell on a CO? What, you cocksucker? You would tell on your buzzing? You ratting bastard? Now let's go back to, he told us to go ask Mikey B, Bad Michael. So we did so. And this is what Bad Michael had to say.
Petitioner in his right chest. Petitioner told Detective Henderson that Ford still had the gun that he used, as well as 2 other guns. The prosecution introduced into evidence 2 photographs of Petitioner, which Detective Henderson took, which showed a welt or bruise to his right chest. Detective Henderson also testified that the same night that he questioned Petitioner, he drove up to Bingleton, where Petitioner said his cousin lived.
Oh my God!
So he told that his cousin lived in Bingleton. In Bingleton, Detective Henderson, with other police officers, arrested Petitioner's cousin and found in his apartment a silver gun and a gold-plated pendant. That's why I didn't holler at Stutter, because he said he made a statement. I'm already retired. Number 1, I'm retired. Holler at Stutter, because he said in his apartment a silver gun.
He gonna tell you why he didn't holler at Stutter. Stutter talking about holler at Mike. You lying. And then you try to slander a nigga who went with your lie. Boy, oh boy.
In a gold-plated penny. That's why I didn't holler at Stutter. Because he said he made a statement. I already retired. Number one, I already retired. And number two, I knew he made a statement. That's why I didn't holler at Stutter Diamonds. That's why. Right? So dudes is up here making these questions, and I got the paperwork. I don't be playing. I don't cap. I don't lie.
Oh my God.
Do you want us to ask Mikey B more? Because we still want to know what happened in Clinton. We already know that movie. You jacking movies that you ain't even do. Like, really? Yo, we take it back so far, people, right? Check this out. Check this out. And this is the crazy thing. This is no slander, right? This is no slander, right?
Yes, people, y'all already know, man.
Salute to the big bro, OG, 10K. He was saying this 2 years ago. Listen to what he's saying.
A lot of people smell my God name. I got my guy on the line right now. I ain't gotta say more. Spit your spill, big bro. Yo, you heard? Alright, Copy, you online right now. Copy, I got the big bro online right now. Y'all already know I gotta say less, let him say more, you dig? He didn't really let me clear up. My motherfucking name is Charlotte. It's no big. So this is just 10K. So my bro just hit me at me, you know what this fuck nigga just said. This nigga started beat. So I'm about to touch the minute. I'm gonna put it in with a whole bunch of shit. When I tell y'all know what I do. I do out the paperwork, the fucking facts. Fuck all that old she say shit. That's the lying ass nigga started beat. He's a motherfucking rat. He know it, and the motherfucking all the real niggas know what that nigga did. He ratted on me as well as 13 other official real rights. When he was about to pop on the police, he was a fucking confidential informant for the fucking police. And I got all the documents on that. That nigga been on the wall. He's a cold fucking bozo. And he told on the homie Mag Murder to beat the fucking police and class Saki. Now, let's be facts, nigga. Let's be facts. You niggas is fuck niggas. So, I just wanted to just pull up real quick and stretch that. We gonna get the motherfucking paperwork and tell that nigga to show a ticket for him or any motherfucking touch me. Lying ass niggas. These niggas be lying. Don't believe these fake ass niggas never put no fucking work in. These niggas is confidential motherfucking informers. Big fucking fact. He told that niggas in Clinton. He brought down all the homies in motherfucking Clinton. That's a whole fucking fact. And I got the motherfucking UI report, the Jenkins, the motherfucking, the truth of all that shit, the prove all that. So, put that on blast, you fuck nigga. You's a fucking bird, bitch ass nigga. So don't be jacking none of this fake shit these niggas be saying. They be lip service, I come with the facts, nigga. I'm off that.
And we off that. Bang, bang, bang. Boogie down. Anybody gang. BX will be next. Huh? But I want to chop it with you a little bit, Stutter. I got a question for you. If you was putting in all this work, right? And you was real right? Why you never got a hood until Mikey B gave you one? You see, this is where you know, when dudes start coming home telling other people's stories and all that. All late movies, they busting all that. Why you ain't get a hood? Y'all ain't hearing me. Y'all ain't hearing me. Why you ain't get a hood? Oh, wait a minute. Bad Michael left you a hood. You remember that? Do you remember that? You couldn't even keep that hood. Let me just give you a month. You ain't have the hood for a month. How you get kicked out your own whip? Hey yo, Stutter, how you get kicked out your own whip? How you get kicked out your own whip? Where's the ticket of you touching OG 10K? You ain't produced that ticket yet. And you looking like you out here fucked up. You know, you was talking mad shit on that last live. I'm still up, nigga. You looking like you fucked up out here. Somebody need to let you hold something or something. Put something together to make something. Because you looking bad. It's dudes like you, man, really didn't like this. Yo, you never had love for this Don Moon, man. In the head, my man Mikey B talk from the heart. That shit came from the soul. That's a nigga who loved this Don Moon shit. And to see a faggot nigga like you get up here and slander a good nigga, fuck being real. A good nigga. Nigga that's out here making it happen for the youth. Shit that he knew that he couldn't grab and touch when he was coming up. He reaching back, trying to make it happen for those who don't bump into fuck niggas like you. He had to get up here and let his emotions go for fucking with fuck niggas like you. And you got some nerve to get up here and talk about somebody was scared to go to the yard. You see, that's why I don't like people sometimes, yo. Because they'll tell their story and not the real story. But I'm gonna let Mikey B, a.k.a. Bad Mikey, a.k.a. Bad Michael with the Versace frames. Oh yeah, by the way, people, I don't do the Versace, but the money is me all day. That's all I wear on my face. Don't get it fucked up. My frames cost more than y'all niggas rent. Every last pair. Talk about it. Right? So like I was saying, you get up here, you slander good dudes. Yo, why would I tell? I did 27 standing up. Nigga, your name all on paperwork. That 27 don't mean shit. And you told on your buzzing. And you sent them to the house, the resident. And you real? Yo, check it out, right? My man went down with a 3.5 to 9, man. Three and a half to 9, people. He loved this Damu shit so much, he turned that shit into 27. And you talking about why would you tell? A nigga told on my man. Three and a half to 9 years, people. He wound up doing 27 straight off that. For the love of Ola. And we let this corny nigga, Stutter B, come up here and try to ridicule. I'm not gonna say that real nigga shit. But a man that's staying on something. A man that knew what he did wrong, he was willing to correct it. And you got little niggas out here running around. Cause I see you still throwing it up and all that. Caught up into your fake world. I'm just trying to get, how do you have somebody like a Mikey B going to war for you? And you tell him thank you by trying to slander his name. In somebody else's presence, slandering his name. This is a man, when that issue took place, when they been talking about you was stacking, I'm gonna let him tell his story in a sec, people. Better yet, I got a better one. Yo, Mikey B, you in the building. You can come up here and spit your spill on how you became, or should I say, how you went from boy to man. How is it so comfortable for you to in tune in with yourself and not understand the bad moves you made without blaming nobody? Without blaming nobody. You understand? Because ain't too many niggas out here doing that, man. I mean, I'm telling you, man. It ain't too many niggas out here, man, that got love for it and showing you. I had love for it. You don't see Mikey B running around throwing it up. Last joint I seen it was that John Call. Stutter, what you doing? This a man who gave you an alley-oop. Nigga gave you he gave you an alley, Stutter. And you turn around and slander. What you do when you got chopped up? What you do? got chopped up. My man went to war for you. He said it. Say no, he say, she say. Mikey B said it. And the saddest part, yo, is when you sit there, right, and you see a grown man hold himself accountable for things he know he did was out of linea. And he okay with doing that. He's okay with doing that. You know, it kills me with you dudes when a nigga, your man, when you can sit up there and you can lie for him. You know, yeah, you right, nigga, know you be lying. I was a victim of that. You good money. When you sit there and you go along with their shenanigans, you know, wear the fake pocketbooks like Nola, you know, aka his receipts, you know. Dishonest, aka Mr. Bernard, aka Mr. Dirty Beard. You know, the list keeps on going. Until you tell them that's not what it is. Now you at war. Until you tell them that's not what it is, then you at war. Shalom, big broski. You already, man. Great work.
Salute, what up? I see y'all at work and I had to pop out. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? I was just watching the chat. You know what I mean?
I would rather for you to do that, man. You know, like, to be real, it ain't even got to be on him. Like I'm off him. Like, we, you know, that right there, you know, just made me to believe that, you know, it's more to know about Mikey B than have to respond and expose how you feel because you went out being real. And look what these dudes that, oh, I'm real. That's my, and they return and reward you with slander. So I just want you, you know, because I'm taking notes myself, big guy. Like that's a pill, that's a pride that I don't think I could have swallowed. No Rossi.
You know, you be learning the basics, bro, that every homie ain't your homie. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes these guys act like they really your homies and they really not. And you know, you're gonna hold it. You know, I was taught to hold it a certain way. So I'm always gonna represent that a certain way. Out of all you see me going back and forth, you see I still don't talk about kids, I don't talk about wives, I'm gonna hold it a certain way no matter what anybody else do. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it is. And that's what it basically is. But all this is just lessons for us that a lot of these dudes really not real. It's only a solid few. It's only a solid few dudes. Even the ones that was putting on. Even a lot of dudes that was putting on is not good, bro. It's bad. You see what I'm saying? You know, with us being on the internet, you're hearing a lot of the stories. A lot of the stories are all the gangsters who really got busy with each other. These dudes don't got these type of rap sheets. You see what I'm saying? They don't got these type of rap sheets. And even with Stutter, that was my son. You know what I'm saying? He was on Go For Me for a long time. And to see him come up here and do that, don't get me wrong, after he did what he did, you know, I disowned him. And that's why I never responded to him. I responded to other people. I hollered at other people. I was in contact with other people. I just didn't respond to him. You see what I'm saying? But see, dudes got delusions of grandeur. So they think because you playing humble that you ain't holding the trump card. That's why the wise man, right, could play a fool, but a fool could never. Son is a bozo. He got faded in like 3 weeks. He had me going out there. I'm trying to retire and get out the way.
He got me out there popping off for him because he's a fucking bozo politician dude, bro. You see what I'm saying? These were all my lessons. And don't get me wrong, at that time I didn't know. So even though he was a bozo politician, he was still my bro, so I had to go regardless. People didn't hear these arguments that me and him had in Elmira before that all went down. We had arguments. I'm checking this dude like, yo, what the fuck are you doing, bro? So, excuse me, bro, but like, what are you doing? What are you really doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? And just a lot of stuff ain't add up. You know what I'm saying? And I think, see, what you got mixed up too is this. Some people were saying that he told on his co-defendant, like Zip was saying, because Zip know his co-defendant. Then Tank and them was saying he told on them and claimed with the police. So that's two different occasions. That's not the same. That's not the same situation. One is a state case, and I heard you in your live saying, I didn't tell him. Why would I tell him the CO? Right? But Tank and them said they told on the homies. I'm just being honest. I bumped into other homies that was in Clinton. They say it ain't happened. But I don't know if Tank produced paperwork. I don't know what he did because I never seen it. They never showed me that. You see what I'm saying? So if they had it amongst themselves, they was holding it. I don't know, but I never seen it. I never heard of it. But that's
what we do know is this. He said, why would I tell on a CO? Why would you tell on your buzzing?
Right. Right. But that's really my, it's really just the lessons, bro. And a lot of these lessons is hard lessons, but we got to learn them at some point. And sometimes the lesson ain't for us. The lesson is for somebody else that's going to learn from our life story. You learning from the lesson. The story is now going to be going around the hood as what Mikey B did, like AZ and Alpo. These are stories, but these are lessons, and they probably think about this stuff 50 years from now. It's going to be legendary stories, and you might not even know who they came from, and you hearing about, yeah, bro, you can't watch, you got to watch dudes because, this dude did this dude, legendary stories, bro. This is where they come from. They real life things that come back. We don't know the players no more, but the story's still going to stand. I learned a lesson after it was already gone. It was over already. It came to me. I got everything after I already retired. I fell back. I couldn't correct it. I'm just like, yo, God, you funny. You know what I'm saying? You could have told me this. You could have showed me this paperwork earlier.
So let me ask you this then. What made you comfortable leaving the hood?
Son was a lion. Son was GKB. Son, he was dragging it. You know what I'm saying? He was dragging the iron. So it's not like he ain't have no small name. Dudes no stutter. Everybody know him. We came up with him. It was, you know what I'm saying? Son was really about his work. Just to being honest, you heard? Son was really about his work. And so I'm like, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? He was right there with me. So like, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the facts. I can't cap on history, bro. I'm not gonna never come up here and cap on no history. You know what I'm saying? No real history. Right. So right. I can't cap on that. Some was really on everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, and I'm not talking about, I be telling y'all, we was the ones that was going at everybody that everybody was scared of, bro. Them old dudes, all the OGs, all them neutral gangsters, them dudes was scared. When we was pulling up, bro, because we was only taking big shots. We was only taking big hits, being honest, you heard? You know, when I was involved, I wasn't shaking out with nobody that wasn't about nothing.
Right.
That's why these dudes, you can't hear that from these other dudes. Like, it's only a certain amount of, a certain class of dudes that was on that timing that was only getting right with legendary dudes, you heard?
Right.
If it was a legendary deal, I was on it. You see what I'm saying? That's where we came from. We fought over plates. We was the old school. We fought over plates. We was the ones that was on the front line. Nah, son, stealing plates. This is how we came up. You see what I'm saying? And everybody know that. Everybody know what we do. even against Barbie. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
We had beef with them like we had beef with regular people. You see what I'm saying? So what they talking about, you know, we had beef with them like regular dudes, bro. Like when I catch you, I'm capping you straight up, not no play stuff, coming out the cuffs, punching them in the mouth like everybody else. You see what I'm
Facts.
saying? So we held it a whole, and that's what I be saying. We held it a whole different way. You got the Mook House guy. He don't got none of that in his history. I'm just being honest. You see what I'm saying? These dudes don't got a lot of that. You heard? You know what I mean?
That's a fact. So let me ask you this, Mikey B. What hurt the most? The fact that you know that you went out for an individual that you know that would have probably did the same for you, right? Compared to you happen to come and relive your truth and man up with yourself. Which one was the deal breaker?
I mean, don't get me wrong. Anytime somebody what's the word I'm looking for when like what Judas did to Jesus? That's not snake. That's bigger than snake. What is that called?
Betrayal?
Any betrayal was always going to be, especially somebody that you sacrificed your life for, your freedom. Any betrayal was always going to hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say any of that really hurts. It's just the role that we need to be playing as the people that we are. That's what hurts me more than anything, where we came from and where we should be at as a people, as a organization. You see what I'm saying? I'm not, banging no more. I got love for the homies, but as an organization where we should be at in 2024, from where we came from and where we should be at, you know what I'm saying? On the front line in these communities doing what we're supposed to do for our people. You know what I'm saying? That is the hurtful thing, bro. We know what we're supposed to be doing. We know the rules. You know what I'm saying? We had years and years to learn about the history from the real OGs, from the real people that was connected. So we know what we're supposed to be really doing out here. You see what I'm saying? Now, and that's what really got me in the last live is the leadership. It's like, come on, y'all dudes is false prophets, bro. You see what I'm saying? Y'all dudes is false prophets. Y'all still in the ranks, and y'all dudes is false prophets, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all destroying each other. Y'all catching these federal bids. Y'all catching this federal time for destroying your own peoples, bro. What kind of this is all the way opposite from what we started from.
Yo, so, when you see guys like Gould, Frank White, and you just was around these individuals, and you look at yourself, sometimes do you say, thank you, God?
Yeah, of course. But let me tell you something. Of course, I'm going to thank God. But on the same token, my works, you only can be judged by your works. My works got me here. No matter what I did in prison, no matter how many, I stood up for what was right in prison. I stood with the homies when they was right. I stood against them when they was wrong, no matter who they were. Right? Even when they was mines. If they was mines and they had to do something, we stood on it. So that wasn't my destiny. That wasn't the trajectory of your life. That's like, all right now, if I'm on YouTube right now with you, but I'm going back into the community and I'm riding with the homies and I got little homies out here putting in work and I'm up here talking and preaching some other stuff, but I'm going back to the community instead of helping them kids. I got them shooting stuff up. That trajectory is going to lead me into a bid. The trajectory that a lot of these homies was on, warring with each other. Come on, they had big wars with each other, bro. Big wars. They the ones that's really destroying the people. A lot of these dudes, and I'm not saying anyone in particular, but most of these dudes that got these cases, these big cases that we seen in the last 10 years, caught those cases while they went to war with other Damus. That's just the facts. Not nothing in the news. They was pumping it. Everybody know. They went to the war. During wars, women's got killed, teachers got killed. So how could you expect anything else but that if that's what you're doing and that's what you're preaching? because you top of the line. So it got to be coming for you if your whole squad is going at other people. You understand? Me, see, the difference with me is when I was top of the line, I was preaching get money. I got book release parties with the hunters. All of my homies was there. You know, you had other homies there too. We ain't really like, you know, say NYB homies was there. Anybody could pull up. But I was preaching positivity. I was preaching don't color bang. You understand what I'm saying? So my legacy is something different. My legacy led me back to the community. I'm writing books. So, you know, dudes that's under me, they all situated. They making music. Dudes got different stuff going on. You know, it's a different leadership. It's a different tutelage. Like, yo, don't listen to these dudes out there. Don't listen to these dudes in jail. I'm telling dudes, don't listen. Listen, get your money, take care of your family. The things that you will want an elder or a big homie to institute. You see what I'm saying? That's not going to lead you to the federal pen. That's going to lead you to a bag. That's going to lead you to your freedom. That's going to lead your peoples to success. And that's the difference, bro. I wasn't preaching. If you notice my stories and you hear me up here, it's not never me sending nobody. I popped. I shot him. I was hands-on, so I never had to worry about nothing because I ain't send nobody if I was on a set. I took care of it myself.
So nobody can't tell on you. You know what I mean?
But yo, listen, I handle my own business, and you can't say I'm sending shots at dude because all the stories you hear up here, I shot Mac Murder. I pop for me, and it's hunters around every time. I knowingly did this. For multiple reasons because I was hands-on. But you got to lead from the front. Whatever you're doing, you got to lead from the front. You understand what I'm saying? So with that, like I said, with that being said, and like I said, I didn't do anything for no reason. I didn't oppress dudes for the phone. I ain't try to rob. I wasn't robbing people up north. I was doing right by my peoples, black, white, Spanish. I got mad peoples. You know, I was doing right by the peoples. So it was easy for me to move around, and my respect was easy because everybody know I get busy. I'm hands-on, and I'm right. I'm moving by that 30. I'm moving. I'm in the law library. I'm in school. I got the homies coming to school. I got all the big hats. I got all the homies. We in classes, bro. The big hurts. We in classes, bro. You see what I'm saying? So it's a different vibe. You got to understand this too. Different leaders, different sets had different. What their leader was about. You that loud. What their leaders about is what they about. You are 1090 dude. Your set is gonna be 1090. They're gonna be on set trip time. You about education and doing certain things, cleaning up, then your hood, your people gonna follow you as a leader. So that was and that's why I'm back out here, bro. Even with the stutters and these dudes. Don't get me wrong, we was hands-on, but if you notice, like dudes was really like trying to get to a bag. We getting some money. Stutter was in the classes with me in Shawanga. Every class I was in, Stutter was in. We had our own classes. We was all Moshe was with us. We was all in classes, bro. We was teaching the peoples. Either we was learning or we was teaching, but we was all in the classes. You understand what I'm saying? We had the Black Panthers coming to the classes, teaching.
I was gonna say that. So is it safe to say, like, when you see that, because I heard about that, how y'all, books, it was like a rule y'all had going on pretty much at the end of the journey. But then you look at the guys who didn't participate. Is it safe to say that's why they went down that lane?
I mean, like I said, everybody was yeah. Because dudes is on their own time. Some dudes is getting their bag. Some dudes is getting high. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't getting high. So you got a certain group that you run with. We didn't get high. We wasn't with that. You know what I'm saying? We'll get some bread, but we wasn't getting high. You know what I'm saying? We'll get educated. We'll educate the peoples, make sure the homies is up and ready, make sure dudes is in classes, making sure dudes getting the education and doing something productive with their time. You see what I'm saying? That was the difference between them and us. And don't get me wrong, we was on everything. So you can't say we ain't get busy. We was on everything. We was the ones in the field while dudes sit 20 years in a box, sit in the box. I was in the field. The most I did at one time in the box was 18 months. Everything under that was like a year. I did 18 months like 2 times. And that was on one ticket I caught in Elmira and some tickets I caught on Rikers Island when I was going to war with the police. But other than that, I catch a year here for an assault, and I never caught a dirty urine. So I catch a year here for assault, a shooting, a fight. Police might try to set me up, but it was always something violent over here, over there. And that's how it was. You know what I'm saying? I was in Attica 2 times. I was in Elmira 3 times. I was in Windy 3 times. I was in 5 Point, Comstock, Clinton, Sing Sing, Shawanga, and Sullivan. You heard? So my bid, I was everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm bumping with everybody. I was everywhere. You know what I mean? I didn't spend no long period of time locked in a box. I was the one that was taking care of dudes for the homies that was in the box. I'm the one on the front line out there, you know, correcting the ship. You know what I'm saying?
But yet this guy want to talk about he pulled up to a spot and you ain't want to come out. What was that about? Like,
see, some dudes don't know when it's over. You heard? He didn't understand that I already knew what he did, and this is why I didn't respond to him. He didn't understand that. He missed the dudes be so much in their head that he didn't understand that. Plus, I was out the door, so it was nothing. For one, I'm not banging. For two, I know you a rat. I'm not a hanger. I'm not gonna be the dude that hang around gangbangers. I never was him. When I was in a ride, I was a banger. I was a banger. I wasn't a hanger. So I'm not hanging around. I'm out the whip and I'm gonna be hanging around a bunch. I might as well stay in the whip. I might as well stay in the whip.
might as well stay banging.
I might as well stay back. If I'm gonna come out and be with a whole bunch of gangbangers using a blood phone and doing the same things, I might as well just stay banging. So of course I played my position. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't understand. I wasn't hollering at him, not because. And let me tell you something. If I didn't get that paperwork, I would have definitely hollered at him. I would have definitely came to see him. Regardless of what was going on with me, I would have had to pull up on him just to holler. Once that was up, I didn't speak to him to the internet. One day we was on a show. He was out there with Moshe, and I think they was in Harlem or somewhere. He was with Moshe, and that's the first time I talked to him since Elmira 2018.
So I know you said he was supposed to hit your platform and you was going to interview him or something like that, right?
I was never going to interview him. Interview him for what? I said people wanted to interview him, but I was against it because we're going to have to talk about that, his case.
Okay, copy. Yeah, copy.
I'm just saying, if we doing an interview.
So why when he came home, why he didn't bless your platform?
I didn't want, we could have had him up there, but I was in contact with him. I never communicated. I just told you I never communicated with him since 2018. And I think me and KK was on and Moshe popped on in Harlem and Stutter was there. Okay. That's the first time I spoke to him since 2018. You see what I'm saying? We wasn't corresponding. He said, you heard what he said in that video. I don't know why he didn't respond. He didn't say nothing. I don't know. Yeah. But see, these dudes are so dumb and foolish. They confuse humbleness with weakness. It's not the same. A humble person is not weak. And I don't understand how you think, I went against 12 by myself a bunch of times, caught a bunch of new charges on them. When we're all the gangsters, why would I be scared? If I want to pop, I'm gonna come out and pop. It's easy for me to leave a spot. If I feel like I'm not safe, I can just come out and shoot. I'm from the old school. We gonna eat food. I was just chilling. I was on full back time. Dude,
blow the spot.
We have blow the spot. That's what we do. That's easy. It's light work. That's all we known for that, bro. We coming up and we getting busy. We running the house and we gonna turn it up. We know for that. You see what I'm saying? He didn't understand. See, that's why no matter how many times a fool speaks, he will never speak with wisdom. You see what I'm saying? He will never, you don't know. You don't, but you assume. Why would I popped on the niggas that should have shot at you, the biggest dudes in the U? Why the hell would I be scared to come out and get busy with anybody else? I got busy with the dudes that try to scratch me. I crunched them. I was supposed to do that video today. I'm gonna do that video probably this week sometime. I got busy with them. Why the hell would I be scared to get it on with anybody else? Why?
And then not to say you got busy on them for him, right?
Of course, he said it. He said it on China's show. Mikey came out and popped for me. He was in a box. He wasn't even in a population when I did that. But what I'm saying is, dudes mistake humbleness and me falling back and going home with weakness. I got busy in Wendy's, and then I got busy. I don't even tell those stories. I choked a little dude up in the medium, and me and him was supposed to go gun to gun. I told him and all the little homies in there, because he tried to steal something. I got my stuff back, but he tried to steal something. I yoked them up, and then I told them I'd come out there and bring their guns. You know what I'm saying? They ain't bring them. But I was fell back. You know what I'm saying? I was on, and I don't be calling nobody when I be doing stuff like that, because I'm Jamaican, I'm Rasta. The Rastas came, but I'm like, y'all stay out of this. I got this, sure. But them dudes still came like, no, nah, we ain't. I don't even be telling these stories, bro. And that was in the medium. You see what I'm saying? After I left Wendy's. Still dragging, that's light. That's light. Bro, all I knew for most of my life is violence, bro. That's light work, bro.
So what was the last movie you seen? You like, yo, you know what? I'm done. This finito.
Movies didn't impress me though, bro. It wasn't movies. Movies didn't impress me.
Well, I mean, the last thing you seen from the organization that just made you say, this is done for me.
Just the flipping of the U, the changing of the U, certain people flipping, that I had 20 plus year relationship with of banging. They all flip, or not all of them, but some of them, because some of them still my scraps, still my bros. But the flipping of that, and the fact that I knew that if I stayed banging, then I would have to shoot more homies, and I'd rather sacrifice my life and blood than to shoot more homies. Because I ain't come there to shoot homies. I didn't turn blood to shoot my own peoples. So I knew if I stayed down Moo, that I would have to shoot more homies. And homies that I didn't have to have the. Don't get me wrong. If it was the homies that I had beef with, then I had no problem with that. I would have to get it on and do things to other homies that I had no problems with. And that was something that I couldn't really see. I know what I can bear. I'm not the dude. I'm not a cannibal. You see what I'm saying? I was never into cannibalizing my own people. If I had a situation and you did bad, then I had to, it is what it is. But just because you this set and I'm this set and me and your big homie got smoked, now I got smoked, I didn't come up on that. I knew if I stayed there, I would have to continue to do more stuff to homies. And at that point, that's not more important to my family. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it was like, why would I subject my family and myself to that when y'all don't got no love for me? I'm an asset to the team. Why am I giving you my blood, sweat, and tears for one more day when I know y'all snakes and y'all no good? Why?
When did that shit really hit though? Like, yo, y'all niggas ain't for me. When that shit really hit, like, yo.
But it really hit, like I said, around 17, 18. I don't really want to, but around that time, that's when it really hit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Y'all dudes, the work ain't nothing. I always had situations where, you know, that's nothing. That the work is light. I mean, as far as me being the person that I was then, that was like just a regular day. You know what I mean? That's what we do. We get busy. You see what I'm saying? So that's just a regular day in a banger's life. When we go to the yard, we know we go to mess hall, we know what might go down right there. When I walk out, I might not walk back in the cell. I might be going to the box. I might be going to the hospital. So that's just what came with what we did. You see what I'm saying? That was easy. We've been made our minds up and was easy. That was light work for us because we knew what that was about. That's like, all right, that's you know when you go out to that yard, you ain't got nothing to do with nothing, and you might be gone. You see what I'm saying? Because somebody get popped on the wrong person around you, the wrong thing happened around you, and then you out. You got to blow the spot right there. You can't wait. You can't go to your cell. You can't. Right there, it's over. You know how it go. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that really was. So that the work wasn't really nothing. It was the disloyalty. It's the disloyalty. It was the dudes making up these rules and not following them. I can't get with that, bro. And I wasn't the type of dude. I came into that as a leader. I wasn't the type of dude where you could just do anything to me, and I still stick around and still want to be down. I'm not that dude. I see dudes get cut up. I seen the Big Mac Eli. He still wanted to be Mac, and I told him to retire. I'm like, yo, bro, why you still going through this? Your own people hate you. You got to shoot your own people where you go. You're not Mac no more. That shit is not true. They don't love you. So why would I force myself on something that don't love me? Just being honest. Why would I continue to force myself, jeopardize my freedom further, jeopardize my stay away from my wife and my family for dudes that do not love me, that don't follow the rules? Why? I mean, if you could explain that to me, then I got a different view of things than other people. You know what I'm saying?
That's like if y'all niggas don't love yourself, how I'm gonna, adjust and adapt to, me saying that y'all got love for me. You know what I mean? That's crazy. That is crazy.
Shots is flying everywhere. All kind of dudes getting busy. Dudes are snaking dudes. All kind of stuff. The love is gone. Ain't no love. And I'm not the dude that's gonna turn around and be cool after that. We ain't cool after that. You see what I'm saying? I'm not holding nothing and being a part of the set still and dude in the set did this, and I'm not him. You see what I'm saying? So that's how that really was, though, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. But with that being said, what I mean, like the like the chitter chatter, with jail. Y'all niggas always talk about the jail. So when I listen to you, big bro, when I tune in, I get jail prepared you for this war you fighting out here. Or should I make it even better? It prepared you to walk this walk in the comfortability of the way you walk in this walk. Some people come out here, jail took them off their journey. It seems like to me, jail kept you on your journey.
It wasn't jail. It wasn't jail. It was the history. It was the elders that studied. All prison did was give me the opportunity and the time to take the information that was passed on to me from the elders. The history, for me to get the information and skills I learned from. I went to school. I got a GED. I went to college. So I studied. I went to college, bro. I didn't get a degree because I went to the box. I'm not a dummy. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just telling you, it wasn't jail itself. It was the guidance of the elders
that was in front of you. The dudes that came and walked that walk before you, you paid attention, you listened.
It was the homies. It was the real brothers that had the best interest of the peoples at mind that educated me. And that's what made me change, because dudes come out here every day. Prison don't change them. It's not prison that's doing it. It's who you getting your information from, your guidance from, right? Because you can go in there and get the wrong information and come out here worse than you went in. It was the information that I got that stuck with me and brothers like Moshe and the tutelage You know, we had the rosters teaching us, the Black Panthers, the guards, the homies. You know, we had everybody, the Muslim brothers. Everybody was giving us information, bro. The Spanish bros. You know what I'm saying? They was looking out for us, talking to us, showing us love and making sure, you know, we was up and ready and reading the books and studying about certain people. So it was the history over everything. You understand what I'm saying? It was the history and learning about ourselves. You know what I'm saying? It was the history, and it ain't just come, I'm telling you, from the Damus. It was the Black Panthers, the real Black Panthers. We had them on, we locked in. They was teaching us. It was the guards. It was the Muslims. You know what I'm saying? It was the OG Spanish dudes. You know what I mean? It wasn't just, you know, the homies. The homies did a large part of opening my eyes to revolutionary tactics, and you know, the Asada Shakurs, the Huey P. Newtons, and all of them. So they did play a role, but that was further by the guards and the Muslims and the Rasta, the Jamaicans. They was teachers. They taught us. They pulled us up. They made sure we got the information in the churches, in the places that we got the right information. You see what I'm saying? And that's why it was so easy for me to navigate in there as well as in here, out here. You know what I'm saying?
So you had to be a listening ear, and you had to keep your eyes open.
Yeah, but more than anything, just be serious about educating yourself. We were serious about educating ourselves. We took our studies seriously. You know what I'm saying? We would test each other's swords and argue about books and military tactics and different things like this. And if a homie come on your company, you know, he a young homie, you hit him with a book. Yo, you got books down here, homie? You read this? You read George? You read this? Nah, we got that. Yo, pass that to the homie. So everybody's reading on the company. Everybody, you know, everybody's getting the information. Have a bill, have a spill with them. Sometimes somebody might write an essay. You know what I'm saying? Yo, give me an essay on that book I sent you, homie. What you mean? Let me know what you learned, what you really learned. You know what I'm saying? Or it might be an oral essay. It might be a written essay. You know what I'm saying?
So how did we lose that? Or should I say, where did we lose that? Hey, yo, Pan, you got a cam up or something?
Salute.
All right, copy. Salute. My guys are paying salute.
Salute.
Yeah,
Yo, with all due respect.
Lost. You know what I
With
mean?
all
That
due
mental
respect. May I interject a little bit? I believe because I believe everything. I was around for that. Now I wasn't homie none of that, but I was around. You know what I'm saying? Even some of the codes was knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Or knowledge based, or came from knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like if you needed a lighter, a nigga said George Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. You understand what I'm saying? So Mikey telling the truth. It was very revolutionary in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But so were the Kings, and so were so many others. You know what I mean? We're talking about street dudes, you know what I'm saying, who are very educated, that people don't talk about. You know what I'm saying? They was just fighting an oppression. They wasn't really fighting against each other, a lot of these brothers, you know what I mean? They was fighting against an oppression. You feel me? And things got ugly. But to answer Buck's question, I believe why everybody lost it after a while was was through recruitment. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers just wanted numbers and just started letting anybody in. You know what I'm saying? It happened to the Reyes too. You know what I'm saying? When you just start accepting people without doing their pedigree. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true too. And letting people like that into the ranks. That's true.
Facts.
That's true.
You just let people into the ranks and you don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't got a good resume. You ain't checked the resume. You're, yeah, he wow. His gun go off. It take more than your gun going off and being wow to keep a movement or foundation together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think that's where a lot of groups lost it, was the over recruiting, you know what I'm saying, and moving too fast. If you just think about the numbers, I'd rather be with 2 real niggas than 200 fake niggas, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, man.
But I saw the title. I'm gonna dip out. I saw the title though, and it was interesting to me because I just left a Dirty Sector show. Somebody sent me a clip. You
what I'm saying, with my mic all in their mouth with slander. So for all y'all niggas with the slander faggot shit, my name Michael Anthony Viscarando, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It ain't hard to find. Google that shit. You know what I'm saying? My paperwork out there. You know what I'm saying? Don't add shit to my jacket that don't belong there. You heard? That's called slander. You know what I'm saying? And slander's a bitch move. Slander's, you know what I'm saying, bitter baby mama energy. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta give a shout out to a nigga I don't like. You heard that Jersey gay nigga? I don't like you, but I gotta give you props where props is due. When they was slandering, talk about pain, lost his eye for some child shit, hurting a baby, that's slander, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? If anybody want my real information, go to Jersey Gay. He know what time it is with me. You heard? You know what I'm saying? That fat, you know what I'm saying, box shape, Melly Mel, whatever her name is, you know what I'm saying? Bitter bitch ass bitch, you know what I'm saying? Sucking mad niggas dicks for views out here. You know what I'm saying? Trying to add shit to my jacket. My nigga, my jacket is my jacket, B. I ain't got nothing to be ashamed of. You heard? I told my whole story. Y'all can buy it, y'all can fucking mix it up, whatever you want to do with it. Don't expect me to feel ashamed of some shit that never happened, pussy ass niggas. You heard? I done been all types of shit in my life. I ain't never been a bitch ass nigga. So suck my dick with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't jacking none of it. You know what I'm saying? You heard? Y'all niggas know y'all pussy. You know that was pussy, right? You know
Yeah,
you
I
was pussy,
did. Now I
right?
think the last I heard, I heard somebody was telling me how New Jersey Jay stood up for you. I'm like, word? You know, that shit threw me. I'm
Word, I
like,
was
oh,
surprised too. Somebody told me that shit. I ain't believe it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get pride. Let me call him New Jersey J. Let's call him his name. You heard? Cause I was surprised. I was like, what? The nigga that was going all out to try to defame my character stood up for me. That's crazy. You heard? But this is what I'm saying about this sector and this type of content. It's all based off bitch ass bullshit at the end of the day. These
yeah.
niggas be pussy. You know what I'm saying? These niggas be pussy. These birds be bird bitches. Excuse my language, Lord. But it really be like that. We a bunch of bird ass hooker bum bitches. Bum bitches. You heard, first of all. You know what I'm saying? Like a type of bum bitch couldn't even talk to me in real life. You know what I'm saying? And bird ass niggas that they shit never went off. Y'all niggas got an application. Y'all signed up for YouTube and became gangsters on the internet. Fuck out of here, man. That shit weird as fuck.
Yo, salute to you two. Happy belated. You know that you and my son share the same birthday, man. That's a
That's what's
fact.
up, B. That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
Happy birthday to your son.
yes,
You
happy
know what I
belated.
mean? But I saw the title. It was fitting. It was fitting for me to jump on a live. I don't know why, man. It was like spiritual because I just got off listening to that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? When they say an unchallenged lie becomes the truth. How many times, you got to check the resume. I done told my story the whole time I've been here. You heard? I done told it on the St. Last channel. I done told it everywhere. You heard? Y'all niggas that listen to every blog, every time I told my story, and it always been the same story. You heard? But then you listen to these bird ass niggas, they the ones remixing it. If I was all this, that, and the third, why ain't I remixing my shit? How I'ma tell the same story consistently every time I tell it, and I'm the liar? Nah, y'all gotta find chinks in the armor. You gotta do better than that. You heard? You gotta do much, much better than that. You know what I'm saying?
You know, a lot
Y'all
of
can't
people
find a chink.
like with the story, like with that dude Stutter B. A lot of people, man, they slither underneath that mud. You dig? Until that unchallenged lie backfires.
It's because it be so many birds. So a lot of times when it don't it's going to backfire, but it's going to have a little rhythm for a little while, right? That's because most of these niggas out here in the world ain't keeping it real with themselves. They just want to, oh shit, if it sound ugly, they just jump on it. You know what I mean? Because they don't be having no lives. How many niggas even right here, right now, when the sound of my voice, spent your whole day, your whole week, your whole month, and your whole year chat hopping? Yo, every day, all day, y'all
Yeah,
just
that's
chat
real.
hopping, listening to
Fact.
what you heard. Then you live by what you heard and not what you know. And then you tell me you a real nigga.
And
Get
they
some
gonna die
motion,
by
my
that.
nigga.
They gonna die by what they heard. They don't even want to
By what
know.
they heard.
They gonna die by what they heard. That's just what they do. You know what I mean? You know, so at the end
I
of the day,
I
that
think like this.
unchallenged lie, that shit is gonna backfire, and you gotta deal with situations like this dude, the realest, toughest done dutter, and you turn around and you tell it on your buzzing. You talked all this boom by boom, kumbaya, and then you slander somebody who was letting you lie go unchallenged, and you come back and you try to slander the exact dude, no bueno.com.
That's crazy. That's crazy, son. That shit crazy, son. You heard? Slander is whole shit, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yo, everybody's done bad. I told niggas a million times. Yo, I got so many flaws. You could just pick one. You heard? I done did bad. I did bad enough. So is everybody else. But you could just pick one.
But they'd
So
rather slander you with some shit that they gonna make up.
but they're gonna slander some shit.
They'll remix your own documentary.
That's a whole fact. That's corny, son. That's corny. You heard? Nigga got so many flaws. You ain't gotta lie on me, nigga, with all the flaws I got. You heard? And you know what's funny too? Like real niggas are questioning it, right? Real niggas will say shit like, if all that true, why he's still here? Shouldn't he be ashamed of that shit? And then I'm gonna say, well, why should I be ashamed of something that never happened? I don't know how to do that. I'm supposed to be ashamed of some shit that never happened because some bitch ass niggas just said some shit. You heard from that should be hate. That's why I don't listen to when people talk about people. I don't listen to none of that shit because I know people just be hating. You heard? You could be telling me anything. I only talk about what I know, what I actually know. You know what I'm saying? Not what I heard, what I heard, what I heard. You just a gossiper. You living by what you heard, not what you know. You
And
know
that's
what
what
I mean?
it's called, gossiping. When you run around
Gossiping.
and you just going on what you heard.
You know what I
Then you start
heard? You know what I
believing that,
heard?
and
You
then
know what
now
I heard? That's
and you
bird
run
shit, son.
and
That's
they keep
bird shit.
running it, and then now they be stuck. Now you got guys that's waving a white flag, you know, they apologizing, you know, it get ugly. But all you can do is have fun with it because you can never tear a real nigga down, and you can never you know how they say, you can never make a real nigga feel uncomfortable. Let me just say
You
that.
can't do it. You can't do it. That's why I be having a mad, son.
They be
They
tight.
be mad. I'm not
They be tight.
uncomfy with that shit. You should be ashamed of yourself. I ain't got nothing to be ashamed of. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never threw a nigga mustard on a nigga jacket that don't belong there. I've never done that in my life. I never said a nigga did some shit just because I was mad at the nigga. I just tell a nigga, fuck you, you pussy. You know what I'm saying? Suck my dick. I
Yeah, a
disrespect the
lot of
nigga.
people, they run from shame. They run from it because them the people that can't deal with it. Them the people that was going through things mentally, and at the end of the day, no one heard their story. So now what they do, they debunk somebody else's story, add their little
Trying to hide
story,
they shit.
remix it, throw they shit underneath the rug. That's what a female do. Oh,
That's what a female do.
you said that 3 years ago. Why you keep bringing it up? That's what these niggas is doing. But they remixing it to make their stories sound credible, and at the end of the day, that shit come back and spank them on their hiney. Now they running like a rabbit.
You know what's crazy too? You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas that go by what you heard. Why you don't never ask the motherfucker that's talking all that crazy shit? Yo, prove it. Prove what you saying is real. Niggas been on my dick for 3-4 years with some slander and never showed evidence of the bullshit they talking about.
And it's crazy.
And then
you said
people
that,
still
right?
buying it.
Somebody sent me some, you know, your man Sonia, you know, he got, you know, no Rosky, your mic all in his mouth over there. Oh, I told Bucks that nigga was gonna do this. I told him he trying to use Bucks. That nigga pay. I'm like, yo, where these niggas get their information from?
They just go for yo. These niggas be so hateful and so weak, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Even if me and Bucks was at odds, that's me and Bucks to do that shit by ourselves. I don't need 50 niggas to tell Bucks how I feel. 1, 2, y'all niggas been waiting for some shit that's just never happened. How long you been waiting for that shit to happen, son? Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. You got my mic all up in your mouth waiting for Payne to do some foul shit to the nigga. You heard? You ain't seen it. You got no evidence of the case. You heard? You ain't nobody ever heard me slander no Bucks or say no foul shit about Bucks. You know what I'm saying? And y'all niggas is trying so hard, you know what I mean? Because you can't get right. Because y'all niggas is with bitch ass niggas. That's why you mad. You can't trust your own man, so you telling niggas not to trust me. Nigga, get you some motion, my nigga.
Yo, it's so bad. Like, I always say this shit. The emotional damage that me and this nigga Payne put out there is still causing effect on
Still
these
cool.
ladies.
Yo, these niggas still
to
mad.
this day.
They
Still to
still
this day.
mad.
We got a whole squad arguing with each other, and they don't know which way to go. They all looking like bozos, and we ain't even jacking them.
You
And
should
they
be
still running
embarrassed,
around
huh?
with a nigga mic all in their mouth, talking about nothing.
Yo, I ain't never sweat another nigga in my life, my nigga. That's embarrassing. You heard how you sweating niggas? You know what I'm saying? How you sweat another nigga, dog? You heard, and you loud with it. You proud with it. You blatantly sweating a nigga. Don't even talk to y'all. Don't pull up to y'all shit. Don't be around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, get off the meat already. That's embarrassing. Don't do it for me. Do it for you. This is a time capsule. One day, all your slander's gonna be exposed. You're gonna look like the bozo for real that you really are. You know what I'm saying? And you can't take it back. Yo, you recording yourself looking stupid. You recording yourself looking stupid. Niggas is chopping. Niggas is keeping your content. Don't think that somebody don't go. You could delete it all you want to. That shit already snatched up.
Yeah,
You recording yourself looking stupid.
told me Sonya try to go back and delete whatever, but people seen it already. So you know that's on him. You know what I'm saying? He got to wear that. I see he got other people mic all in their mouth, and he gonna get what he asking for. You know what I mean? So I just sit back with the popcorn and I just watch the movie play out. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't run from it. You understand? Like you said, you done
That's
made
the
a video.
corny.
You done told the world your little 1,100 people who watched you. You know what I'm saying? They heard it. So for now, why go back and erase? Stand on what you stand on. Like
Stand
that's
on
how
what you
that go.
stand on. Niggas don't stand on nothing. These niggas is birds. And you know what's the crazy shit is? A lot of y'all niggas, you know how I know they not real niggas? You know how I know all that gangster shit they be talking not true? You know what I'm saying? Because they should know for a fact that bullshit, throwing shit on niggas Jackson, like, get you killed, mo. That shit'll get you killed. And you don't pop, and you not with that type of shit. When you run up on these niggas, you go to their area, they'll hide out and make excuses. You know what I'm saying? When you leave, oh, I ain't know he was here. Oh, I ain't. Shut the front door. You knew niggas was in your hood.
Oh, I was at work.
I was at
Couldn't
work.
pull up. Oh,
Uh,
dude, hitting them. Yo, they letting another man dictate what they
I
supposed to do. Yo,
I
don't pull
can't
up.
believe, yo, Bucks, I can't believe there's even fans for that type of niggas. There's fans for these niggas. These niggas got fans. That shit weird.
Yeah, Powerpuff Girl fans. Everybody who's into doxing and running around. You understand what I'm saying? Doing police work for free. They volunteering. That's what they call
They not
volunteering
even good at it.
at
These
all.
niggas, yo, hold on. How you know the truth and still tell a lie? You know what I mean? You're not even good at your police work, my nigga. You heard?
At all. They
That,
and what
oh,
they
you
do
get
is
mad.
they open up a can of ass whooping and they smacking themselves up. Cause that's
You
all
know
that
why they be
happens. No
mad
one
too?
never believes them. They look
You know
at
why
them.
they
They the content.
You know why they be mad too? When they go and do all this motherfucking homework, this, that, and the third, and then they find out, oh shit, this nigga was telling the truth. Even the parts where he did do bad or whatever the fuck the case may be. Damn, that nigga stood on his shit, he told the truth. I can't have that. Nah, we gotta lie. We gotta lie. I hate this nigga so much, I gotta debunk the truth. You can't debunk a truth, my nigga. Just because you throw lies on the truth don't make the truth not the truth. I
These
don't know, son.
dudes are just, they out of
These
lingo.
niggas is,
But I just had
these
to hit
niggas is
that, you know what I
different.
mean? Because this was a situation where, I had it, word for word with the dude Stutter B, and he tried to slander my man. And I guess, he thought I was going to stand down on that. And I'm not going to let you tear a real nigga down. But then lo and behold, you try to slander a real nigga and you the same nigga that's on paperwork from the precinct. You telling from the
It's
precinct.
called projection, bro. Niggas that project bullshit on a real nigga. Meanwhile, all that shit he's saying about it's really you. You just trying to smoke and mirror me. You just trying to throw your shit on. Yo, don't look at my shit. Look at his. Look at his. Don't look at my shit. Cause your shit embarrassing. So you want everybody else to look at somebody else so they don't see your shit. But it's always gonna come out. The truth always come to light.
It's a
You
fact.
did all that just to play yourself. That's karma too. You
That's a
slandering a
whole
nigga
fact.
just so your shit could be out there. Know what I mean? That shit corny, son.
And
That
they
shit
love
corny.
doing that. And them the niggas ain't got a life. Them the niggas who I with slander. They I
Yeah, they alright with that shit.
They I waking up broke. They I with, you know, they ain't got a vehicle in the world, but then they want to talk about somebody that got one. Like, these are the type of people and individuals that come up here, you know, run in a booth, throw a cape on, throw the keyboard in their hand, and now they just super thug, you know, super YouTube
Out of
thug.
nowhere. Never heard of these niggas nowhere. I'm telling you, the dirty sector, the dark side shit, whatever you want to call it, on this side of town is Boziana Boulevard, son.
Yeah.
It's too many of them niggas. I'm not saying all the niggas. There's some cool niggas out here. There's some real niggas. But you probably got like 2 real niggas out of fucking 1,000 niggas out here fronting. It's the weirdest shit I ever seen, you heard?
Yeah.
And I know these the type of niggas that they don't got no rhythm. They can't go outside. You never seen them in the street nowhere. You know, you can say whatever you want about Lampane. I'm outside. If all that shit was true, why ain't nobody clapped me yet? If all that shit was true, why no real niggas ever pressed me? I ain't never had beef with the real niggas. I had some disagreements or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because we human. But at the end of the day, a disagreement is one thing. Slander, defamation, and all that hateful shit, that's emotional damage, my nigga. You feel me? You
Niggas
feel
bringing
me?
family members up, talking about they
Come
know
on,
this.
son.
Like they go, you know, and that's the thing that's exposing. They just go too far. And then it adds up to nothing.
I could tell that girl, that Melly Mel chick, I hurt her feelings, son. You heard? I hurt her feelings because she trying to go hard with the slander. Shorty ain't no pain ever hurt no baby in his life, my nigga. You heard? That's
Yeah, I
one.
heard. Well, the only thing I heard, she was just like trying to push that, like she wanted bad dope.
She wanted that. She want, yo, you gotta believe this shit. No, she don't believe it herself. You know what I mean? You gotta believe me though, yo. This nigga paying no good. Like, she was going hard, son. I felt bad for her. I said, damn, I must have really hurt her feelings with that. You shaped like a box truck shit, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You heard? Then you was sucking dick for $3 and all that other shit. Like, I don't know that. I don't think that's true, but I could have ran with weird shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I just said you was shaped like a box truck, bitch. And that's not slander. You shaped like a box truck.
Yo, that's
Not my
weird,
fault.
man.
That's
Yo, it's
weird,
so weird,
man.
right? When like, this is the thing that just tickles me. You get up on a platform, you spit your spill, you get disrespected by someone, pull up to your house, but yet you still allow them to share the same platform as you. I'm confused.
They pussy, Mo. Yo, listen. They all know where I'm at. Y'all niggas done doxed me to the moon and back. You know what I'm saying? You doxed me to have my addict to do nothing with it, bro. I'm still here. I've been here. You heard? But y'all niggas, these niggas be pussy. When they do meet up with each other, that's when they talk. That's when they talk it out. Yo, look, man, it's just YouTube. We ain't got to, you know what I'm saying? That's pussy. You heard? Them young boys ain't playing with y'all niggas. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? That's why they don't be around no young boys. You know what I'm saying? They know that niggas ain't playing that shit. You know what I'm saying? You can get away with it with the grandpa corns and the, you know what I mean, old niggas and all the old niggas. You can't really get away with that. You waited till you was 50 damn near to be a gangster on the internet? Damn, son, no scars, no stripes. So all your teens, your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, you ain't bust your gun. You got an application on YouTube, and now you the illest nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
The illest nigga, whoever did it and got away with it. And then, but this the thing. They expose themselves though. It's like, how do you think that someone is gonna look at you like, yo, you's a stand-up nigga, and you the same nigga that'll let a nigga knock on your door, disrespect you, disrespect your kids, but yet you come up here,
You not finna do nothing. Like, stop, yo. They expose themselves as cowards. You know what I'm saying? And they weaponize the internet in order to feel some kind of strength or power that they never had and they never really will have. You heard? Anybody could, I could go live right now and just lie to these niggas all day. People going jack it, but where's my integrity though? I'm not going jack it for myself because I don't want to be no bitch ass nigga. That's bitch ass nigga shit. Y'all niggas should be ashamed of yourself. You heard? Not for me. I don't give a fuck. You should be ashamed for yourself, my nigga. Why you want to look like that? You know what I'm saying? It's a time capsule. You recording yourself being a bozo.
They don't even know they need deep in the time capsule. Word up. Salute to the sis, Jess. Salute, sis.
Yo, but salute, Bucks, man. My phone about to. Yeah, I'm about to get out of here, man. My phone about to die too, son. You
That's a
heard?
fact. You already, man. You already,
Salute.
man. You already. BX will be next. And y'all
BX
want to
to be
salute the
next.
homie Mikey B. Appreciate you for pulling up, man. I mean, and on that one, it's not even to the bunk or the reply. It's the other shit that that move me, man. You know what I mean? Tune with yourself. You know what I mean? You like the work you doing. You comfortable with the work you doing, and you ain't worrying about a near nutter. You know what I mean? It's just sad that you got guys like that that'll try to slander, you know, the man that at the end of the day that held them down, that make they self look great. You know what I mean? Watch those people that's close to you. Because if you don't watch them that's close to you, they're going to do you dirty. It then come back in your face and play the victim. Please know that. So with that being said, man, I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Grown man, salute. Sis, salute. I think I seen you going on in a minute. Please go. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. Talk Your It's Just podcast. If I'm not mistaken. I think I seen 8 o'clock. Go check that out. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nothing but tea that's being spilled. You know what I mean? We ain't got to worry about running around. We ain't gonna get into all that. These people with this indirect slander, but let them slander. They're gonna hang themselves. You digging on that note? It's your boy 050 Bucks, Mr. Shoot Right Back, aka Big Bucks, all dinero, all hundreds, SOL, Mr. 10453, Mr. I'm always there. You never there. It's BX to be next. Boy.